Welcome professional development 401 students to your employment plan. Let's take a look at what's going to be required of you. It's an important thing to do to plan the next step of your career. You're here as a student. Let's think about what you're going to be doing as a professional. This will be broken up into several sprints. This is a semester-long project, and you should start right away and keep it going. This should get a touch every week, where you're looking at some part of it to complete it alongside your many other assignments that you've got for you on your plate. Your course load is going to be heavy, but you need to learn how to time manage and prioritize and get the work done. Let us know if you do need help, but there's a rubric for this that you can check to know what's going to be expected of you. Let's take a look. Overall, this employment plan contains several sections. We see a template, a cover letter and resume, your executive summary, business overview, SMART goals, a financial module, a market analysis, which is very important, and the appendix. That's it. Appendix is just kind of like if you had any related supporting materials you want to include in the resources tab down here. This is for you. These resources don't go in your plan. These are just to help you. Like, these are fantastic books and resources to help you kind of work through this project. Here we go. So let's take a look. In terms of a template, I've given you a template. This employment plan template is a bare bones structure. Let's take a look at this together. So as you can see, there's a bare bones template. You put your logo here, your document title, date, contact information, and then the different sections. This is really just so basic, but seeing it broken out helps some students where they can kind of visualize this, and it's one less thing you have to do. So the template's there. As we said, it's very bare bones. So your cover page is going to show your logo, document title, date, contact information. Then there's going to be a table of contents and a list of the document's chapter, section titles. You're going to have to put that in there as well. Your cover letter and resume, this we're going to be doing as a part of the project, so you're going to include that here. Your executive summary, this is usually what trips people up. It's going to be the last thing you wrote. When you think about this document, it's meant to get you to postulate something. I think you might say, I want to be a freelance graphic designer when I graduate. Or you might come up with a plan of working at a print shop for 2 years and then moving on. Whatever your particular plan is, that's what you're going to have to come up with before you really get started. So it's an idea of knowing what you want to do and then planning for it. It's not uncommon for a student to not know what they want to do, because a lot of the discovery is going to come through this project. What I would suggest for you is pick the one you feel has the highest percentage of chance that you would end up doing. Let's say you're unsure whether you want to freelance or go to school after this or work somewhere. Pick one. Like I would say picking, let's say, working somewhere is valuable, because choosing that and going through the process of creating this employment plan, if you do decide on becoming a freelancer in the end, you've already gone through the steps of making an employment plan like this, and it's going to become much easier to do it again. It won't be the same hill to climb at that point. And going through this process and doing it well for whichever you choose will help you do it. It becomes much easier to do in the future once you've got these skills. So the executive summary, once you're complete of your entire document, you've done your cover letter, you've done your business overview, SMART goals, financial module, market analysis, you're all done. When you've looked at all those things, you come back and you write your executive summary saying, here's what I planned at the start. I was going to be a freelance graphic designer. And what this document shows through the business overview, the SMART goals, financial module, and market analysis is that it's possible. I show in the SMART goals that, I've got a good plan going forward. In my financial module, I prove that it's financially viable. And in the market analysis, I show you that there's room in the market for what I want to do, right? That's what the executive summary is. It's just summarizing what you've proved in the document. Okay, so that'll be the last thing you write, and it's fairly important. Each section has this description in it here that you can read through. and I recommend you do. So we'll move on from there. The first thing you're going to be doing is your business overview. This is where you kind of determine your business or career path here. If you want to be a freelancer or an employee, if you want to be a freelancer, answer these questions for yourself. Who are you and what's your company name? Who's your customer? Just write an answer down. Same for this, same for this, same for this, and same for this. When you've got answers to all of these questions, it's going to be very easy after that to write a paragraph about what you're going to do as a freelancer. So answer all the questions that are listed for whichever direction you want to take, and then use those answers to write a paragraph, a single paragraph, to define who your company is going to be. Same with employee. Answer the questions that are here, and when you've got those answers, it's going to be easy to read them and compile them into a single paragraph that describes who you want to be as an employee and what your goals are, what kind of place you want to work at. And that's going to set your path for your business overview, who you are. As a freelancer, you are very much a business, but as an employee, it's kind of the type of business you want to work at or the type of work you want to do that we're getting at with the business overview. That's setting the goals for the future. That's showing what you want to do and where you want to go with it. Once you're complete of your business overview, you've got SMART goals to look at. These are goals that will help keep you on track, that you can measure and be very specific about, to help you get from point A to point B, point B being where you want to be employed. The financial module is a tool you'll be able to use to create a budget to show that you have the financial acumen and ability to support yourself doing the thing you want to do. And the market analysis, its purpose is to see if the market will support what you want to do. An example of this would be, let's say you want to open a print shop, you want to do offset printing. It may or may not be realistic, right? You might, it sounds great, but when you take a look at all the print shops that exist in Charlottetown, that could be tough. But you may choose to open a shop in Podunk, North Dakota, and find that there's no print shop there, but there's a great need for it, so it could be financially viable. Again, the specifics of your goal will determine what market you're looking at and whether or not what you want to do is viable. But this exercise is meant to prove that what you want to do is viable. So that is it. There will be individualized videos for many of these sections to walk you through the detail. In class, we'll discuss some of these things as necessary, but the video should cover it. But feel free to always raise a question and let me know if you need anything explained. But this is a general overview of the business employment plan. It used to be called the business plan, but it is your employment plan, your goals for getting a job after you graduate. And some of you have never thought of this before. So this is an excellent exercise to open your eyes to what's out there, especially when you get to the market analysis section. And that might be something you want to start doing right away, is looking at what's out there. That's going to help you with your business overview and your SMART goals, all that kind of stuff. The more you know about what you want to do is pretty important. So if you have questions, bring them up. And if you need any help, let us know. But this should be an excellent exercise for you to see what's out there and start thinking in a different way about your career. Okay, very good, folks. Thanks for watching.